Welcome to Build With Me. Your first step should be go on YouTube, type in Build With Me, and then the next thing should be measuring your room. So I'm gonna start from here, Craig. I want to know how big the room is. So I got about 62 and a half. Hopefully I'm square here. In whole houses, you're never square. Oh, actually I'm lucky, 62 and a half also. So I am trying to figure out which pattern I'm gonna use in this room. Either going like this or going like this. So, and then I also, the second thing too, or the most important thing, I have to know what goes here and what goes in the end. The reason why I know why I have to know the room is because I need to figure out what's gonna end there and what's gonna end here. If I don't measure, what if I end up with this tiny bit over there and end up with a big tile? You have to be equal in both sides. Or sometimes you wanna keep the cut in the area that isn't important. You want to keep the biggest tiles possible in this area because that's where the traffic, that's where everybody walks. I usually stack it like that, and now I end up with a 6 inches here. Well, 5.5. So the reason why I end up with 5.5 because I started here and I just had to cut this at 3 inches out here and add it. The gap here was much smaller, so I had to reduce from this and add over here, and this gap.
So that you don't end up with a tile like this.
Exactly.
It's better to have like two smaller tiles.
Yes, I don't want that. You know, even though it's still small.
Yeah.
But nobody's gonna go that way.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for me in my head to put bigger tile here. So that's how I do it now. Let me. I'm going a little too fast here, and I'm running out of breath. We always know that first thing first, you gotta clean your area just to make sure there's nothing on it. So I am using a 1/2 inch trowels. You have to use this because if the floor is uneven, it's actually better. Let me get to it.
Like to have a bigger trowel.
To have a bigger. So the rule is the bigger the tile is, the bigger trowel you're supposed to go for. If it's small, like mini tile like this, then you need to use the smallest trowels as possible. In this case, I'm using the big, the 1/2 inch because I'm using a big tile, and also I'm not so sure about how level the floor is. So it helped me with the bumping hills here and there. So this is how I do it. You see the design here? So this trowel is actually making a line, and the line is supposed to be it's thicker now. So when I put the lines up like this, then I'll put my tile on it. It doesn't matter, you can go this way.
Just as long as it's not smooth?
As long as it's not this. Like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So no matter what you do now you see how the different, I have teeth here and I have no teeth here? So basically it's a two different surface now. But if I do this, I'm completely in the same surface,
Same
right?
thickness?
Yeah, exactly. Thickness, the same thickness. The second thing I'll do, Craig, is I'm literally gonna, between that, I'm gonna scrape it out. The reason is, when I squeeze my tile in, I don't want too much to come between the grout lines. Because when the grout line dry between the tile, oh my God, it's so hard to take out. You gotta use the razor blade to take it out. So your work is better when you clean up. So I'm gonna clean.
So it's better to clean now than later.
Now than later, yeah. Obviously, I mean, anybody wouldn't know that really.
But if it's your first time, you've never laid tiles before, you wouldn't know that. So
yeah,
good thing you're learning.
Yeah, that's true. That's why Build With Me is here for you. For you and for myself too. I'm learning. We're learning together here. So the second thing is, I like to put mud on this. You gotta notice though, I am not buttering up. This is buttering up, correct?
Okay, so that's the flat side.
Yeah, So that's a flat side. So don't get it confused. This is buttering it. But I'm not buttering. I'm literally gonna take this.
Okay, so you're using the flat side, but you want to hear the scrape.
Yeah, I want to take it out completely, and you want to hear the scrape. But if I'm not hearing a sound, you're right.
It's going on too thick.
You know, going too thick, and I can't differentiate between the thick and non-thick.
Right.
You know, in this case, because it's all flat. It looked flat to me, but that's not the case. But if I scrape it out completely, I know I took it out. So I'm gonna put one there. For big tire, I should use 3. Another one here. Maybe another one. Well, somewhere here. So I am gonna place it like this. Like that, and then all I gotta do, drop it. That's it. I put it like that, and then I do my other tire. Now I don't know what I'm gonna end up.
So are you trying to line up this line with that edge over
No.
No?
Basically, right now I'm not going in a subway. This tile is supposed to be percentage. I'm using about 25% of 25%. That's what I'm using. So 25%. If I cut like maybe it's 8 or 6 out of that because it's 24. So I can't use the subway style. Now I'm going with a different, more like skip 2 and then the next line. So basically, Craig, it's complicated. You see this line? I can't have another line here. Otherwise, it's gonna be awkward off somewhere else because it's 24. 24 really not, it doesn't go into 2, you know? So especially
certain lengths you can.
Certain lengths you can, yeah, you can't have a subways.
So that's why it's better to measure ahead of time, and then as part of your planning is knowing what design you're going to go with.
Exactly. So you see, you see. I think we all learning
I'm
here.
learning.
Yeah. so right now. So the line not gonna match, which is you'll see here a little bit. So I think the magic number was what, guys? Like 8.
Yep.
I need a tape measure. From here to there, I need to have 8 inches. So I'll put it this way. Oh boy. I'm not gonna press it down yet. And this over here should be 8 inches. So my 8 inches is the magic number. So now I'm gonna go again. The same thing you see before. This is what I was telling you. I'm putting the mud in the middle. I'm not putting it. So as long as you have in the middle, these little things you don't need to worry about. Because basically, the reason why I put the mud in here, I'm wetting the tile. So a mud would stick better versus me having it straight out from the box and just put it there. To me, it won't stick better. That's just what I prefer.
Don't you need the space? Yeah.
And then I put the spacer. Of course, here, 1 here. I didn't need 2 here. I already have 1 here. Then I'm gonna have another one here. And then I'm just gonna figure out my own head. I think the other one should be somewhere here. But of course I need two here. So that right there, I already got it. And then I'm just gonna drop it again. Okay. The cleaner you have your stuff now, the better. So, oh boy.
And what do you do to make sure that you don't have any lippage?
That's what these are for.
Okay.
Yeah. So and that's what these are really they space, but also they shims. So you put them underneath. You can lift the tile up to wherever. Like for instance, here is much lower than here. I know that. I did the floor. I prepared the floor. So now, what do we have here? 8. Supposed to be 8. Nope, that's much smaller. So that means I gotta push everything this way. Oh boy. No. Okay. That's why I didn't press them down because it would have been harder. So what is it? Was it 8 exactly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that piece is getting smaller. Definitely.
I have to change the number.
Okay, cut me the 8 inches then.
Okay. So what about the other side?
Huh?
How much is on the other side?
The other side, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I'll settle with 6.5. 6.5. Yep. So if you do have too much thin sets on the bottom, which make the other two tiles, on level or different surface, you can just, this is, you put it back and forth until it comes out. This is why I like to, this is the reason why I got ready the thin sets to begin with. And over here especially, because I don't want, again, like I said earlier, I do not want a thin set to come out.
Okay, yeah, I can even see some coming out.
You can even see it, yeah, that's because this tile is much higher than this. So me pushing it, I want these to be the same surface, which is, yep, now, yes. Now, I tested for you and I can even show you. So when you feel this, that's where we're supposed to be. Over here now, this is higher. So, but this would, so these will help it. So some area, like here, I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, I can use my magic tool.
There's the clamp.
It clamps, yeah. I don't really know the name of it. It's one of those things I call clams, but it could have I'm sure it has it. That could be my homework tonight. Okay. Now, so in this, you have to be careful because some people, sometimes, even myself, I made this mistake. The cut edge, sometimes I put it with the factory edge. So you want to flip it just to make sure where you cut it.
So the cut edge is supposed to be where the factory edge is supposed to be where?
The factory is supposed to be with the factory.
Okay.
The cut edge is supposed to be in the end. So you shouldn't be within it.
Hidden with the wall.
Yeah, exactly. And then the trim gonna go over, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The trim piece of baseboard. So let's get. Yeah. For some reason, the last piece is always hardest. I don't know why.
Well, it's good. It means it's tight, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to make it too tight because the way the house work is expands, contract.
Yeah.
So during winter time, contract.
Yeah.
But during summertime, expand because of the weather. So in this tile, even the vinyl planks, even the tile, believe me or not, it can stretch. So you have to have a gap. You have to have a room for it to breathe. In this case, I have it so tight, if I want, I can just get my isolating tools and cut the drywall out. Now there's room inside there. So, or I can get my magic tools if I have it somewhere. So all I'm gonna do is, I need to push this. I need a little
mini crowbar.
Yeah, my mini. I love this tool though. And then get the see moves. Now I just press it just to get rid of my lippage, and then pretty much you get in this piece. I can put it like that.
So you alternate.
You sometimes it's really what I prefer. If this tile is higher or whichever the tile, whichever higher, like this one is higher than right now. I like to put the smaller side this way because I want this to press this. Yeah, so that's just me. Some people might say it doesn't matter, but okay, that's cool. It's really, there's no right or wrong, but it's really how you prefer. Ooh, you don't want that. So I'm pressing, as I'm pressing it down, sometimes I help the tile and I'm pressing down as well. So now I'm pressing it to get ready. And I guess that's when you need muscle for this. No, you don't. Here the situation we're dealing with is a toilet, flange. So I just gotta make sure I know where I'm gonna put it. So I line it up like that. It's really not that hard. From here to there, I gotta measure because there's gonna be, I gotta include the grout line. So from here to here, I got 12 inches. Only thing I need to know is from here to this line. So now I'm gonna put myself, I give myself a little room, maybe, I'll go 1 5/8. So I just, from this line now, I just go 1 1 5/8, somewhere here. So I know this line gonna go somewhere like this, because this line here, which is this one, is gonna end up somewhere here. All right, so now I just gotta know, okay, I'm actually at this point I'm using artistic.
And you don't have to be exact because
Exactly, it's covered up by a toilet. I can literally just cut a triangle, boom, 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 that's fine. But in this case, I just want to show, I'm gonna do a circle just to show people how to cut a circle. There you go. This one is going over a toilet. I don't really care because the toilet's gonna cover it. But some people might care. There's a way to go about it.
Make it nicer.
Yeah, make it nicer. But at this point, I'm not really worried about it. There we go. All right. Moment of truth.
So once you're up.
That's good. This is how you make the other hole?
Yeah, this one is. Oh, you see that? All right, well, this first cut. Look at that. That's perfect. So I'm a little off, but that's cool. Gotta cover. Yup. Sometimes.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because you're gonna pop it out anyway.
There you go. So I can go here. Watch your eye. There you go, guy.
Wow, look at that.
Perfect. One shot.
Nice.
As you can see, we already laid down the tile. We already grouted, but my camera wasn't here. That's why you haven't seen the grout. We're gonna do the grout next time. But in the meantime, we have a lot of cool videos in the channel, so check it out and subscribe.